This video is our very first video, I think, in the history of this channel in like 7 years, where the video and audio are together, because we're recording this on the PS4 with a microphone plugged into the controller. So basically, this is going to be weird in post if I need to do something to it. So it's an interesting game to experiment with because no one's watching this garbage. So anyway, we'll know if it's cool or not.
Yep.
We'll see what happens.
Anyway, yeah, I don't know if I'm collecting brains or if this is a side mission. Trade 20 brains for an infobot.
An infobot.
Okay.
Oh, that sounds like a good time. Trade 20 gigamabobs for this thingamabob here. Oh wow.
Video game.
Oh my god, this is exactly like Banjo-Kazooie.
Yeah.
Okay, what's our destination? We should return to Gaspar and attempt to acquire that infobot.
Should I buy that shit, Banjo-Kazooie on the N64? That cartridge just to try to play it?
Banjo-Kazooie? No.
No?
If you're not gonna, like, emulate it just to see what it's like.
My problem is that I feel bad when I play a character in Smash and I didn't play their game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It makes I feel like a poser.
You never played, Xenoblade?
The first one?
Yeah, did you?
No. But I'm planning on getting it when it's remastered for the Switch.
Same here.
So I'm not, like, so I don't feel like as much of a poser. But with Banjo, it feels like it's a classic game that I have no excuse not to have played it.
Yeah,
like,
but
Xenoblade was undersupplied in this country, right? The original release of it.
Well, if you want to get it, I mean, you already have 2E. If you want to get it just for completion's sake and play it for completion's sake, then it's fairly fun.
I don't know if you noticed this shit yet, but on eBay, I keep noticing a lot of cartridges on there for really, and they're the NTSC version too.
Yeah.
For suspiciously low prices.
Suspiciously low.
Yeah,
I
I'm
like
wondering,
that.
I never seen this before. Like, I've been shopping online for old games for a long time now, and I'm wondering if this is just repro carts. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't mind. I'm not a hater of repro carts, but they should say.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I don't mind getting a repro cart of a rare game, just so I can play it on the original hardware. That's fine. But it should say, and I'm just wondering if I'm going to get duped here. Because if I buy something thinking it's genuine, the original, then I want that. But if I buy it knowing it's a repro cart, then that's fine. Like, there's games you just can't get, right? And they have to get a repro cart version of it. And I don't mind it, but you shouldn't have to get a repro cart version of Banjo-Kazooie, for God's sake. It only sold 5 billion copies.
I know. Well,
So I wonder if you noticed that, or...
Yeah, I did notice that they're on the rise, those things, but, I haven't tried to get one or anything like that, just for the sake of it.
I want to get a repro cart of Sweet Home. It never came out here, but it was an NES game, and it was like considered to be the spiritual predecessor to Resident Evil.
Oh. Yeah?
It was like you explore a mansion, a horror mansion, and you have a team of characters, and when one of them dies, they stay dead. And that's how it creates the horror. You have to beat the game without making it impossible.
Right, right, I remember that.
What inspired Resident Evil. That's what basically, Resident Evil was a spiritual sequel to it. And I never played it before. And they make repro carts of it, and I get it. I don't know.
I like the idea of making carts of translations of games that didn't come out.
Yeah. I like the idea of games that you can make impossible. And they say it from the outset. Warning, you can make this impossible.
Yeah.
That's how you get horror. Warning, this could be impossible.
Well, like, games have to actually get translations first of all. Yeah. And they almost never do.
Metal Max. That whole series is basically not here. And it's popular and everyone thinks it's really cool. And
yeah.
We got the really shitty weird ones translated here. The non-canon strange ones from here. Yeah. I played,
Oh yeah, same with the Super Robot Wars.
Yeah.
Like, we get the weird ones with the original characters.
My first playthrough of RE2 Remake, I was gonna be a cool dude, and I played it on hard. Like the hardest version, hardest difficulty I can play from the get-go. And I thought I thought it was impossible. It almost was impossible. The way I did it. So that's a real notch in its belt.
What are you showing me?
I got all the way up to the third fight with William Birkin, and I really thought like I couldn't do it. I thought there wasn't enough ammo. I was actually thinking there was not enough ammo in the game left in RE2 because my first playthrough I played on hard like a dickhead.
Oh yeah.
But I managed to do it. But I got so good at that stupid fight, and I'm bad at aiming on a controller.
Yeah.
And the game made me good at it. I had to learn, figure it out. God, I friggin' everything. Why couldn't it just have auto-aim on hard? Like, why is... If I was going to develop a remake of a game that didn't have aiming, I would just make it auto-aim. Because if you play on hard, you can't use the auto-aim. But on RE2 Remake, if you play on the easy difficulties, you can just have it auto-aim. So it works like the original game. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But, yeah.
Where's this? Did I kill him? No, he's still, like... He's camping. Jam camper. I don't know if he's even damaging it.
I think we should play RE2 Remake for Halloween.
Oh yeah, sure.
I'm pretty sure I can go all the way. Like, if this video sounds okay, we might do it on here. Play all the way through it.
Oh my god.
I'm pretty sure I can run all the way through it. But, well, I got the S+ rank, right? So I did it on the hardest difficulty in, like, a short amount of time, so we should be able to do it in one sitting.
L1. What about L1?
I don't know what that means.
Don't just make this take up most of my screen. All it does is make a wobble sound. What the hell?
You gotta see RE2 Remake all the way through.
Yeah.
And actually watch it. It's the best looking game I've ever played. And it's on a console, so I can only imagine what it's like on PS4 Pro or PC.
There are a lot of PS4 games that just refuse to play for some reason.
Yeah.
Like, you never got around to it. DMC5, Bloodborne, 13.
Yeah, how come we... Oh, I know. It's because until recently you could only record 15 minutes.
Oh,
and
yeah.
it was just a little bit too egregious. So now you can do 60, and it's just right.
Like, maybe... I had an epiphany recently.
What?
Maybe we would get more viewers if we did popular games.
What?
What the hell? Like,
Okay, watch it, kiddo.
Morrowind...
What did you just say?
Morrowind has gotten like 40 views.
It did good. I'm surprised. I'm happy with it. It did pretty good. And something else did good, too. I can't remember recently what it was, but something else did okay. Like, whomst is actually watching this on YouTube? Yeah, anyone? Like, we probably have the entire audience for this game on YouTube. 3 people. That's probably the Ratchet and Clank, whatever, PS4 audience.
The Ratchet and Clank fandom.
Yeah, Clankheads. The Clankheads out there, you know who you are. Me and my Clankheads, who just like Ratchet and Clank. My Hobbit heads. Those who's just like the Hobbit movies, not Lord of the Rings.
Just the Hobbit movies.
My Hobbit heads.
Yeah.
Yeah. Me and Greg Turkington.
Oh man, that cinematic universe of On Cinema After Cinema is finally coming to a close.
I know,
in a feature film.
Yeah.
I was like, when I saw this, I was like,
is this gonna be like the spiritual sequel to the $1 billion movie, or?
I don't think the tone's gonna be the same. I'd be surprised there. But I was just like, people are gonna go to the theater to watch this, expecting a comedy,
Yeah.
and they're gonna be bombarded with lore.
They're not gonna understand.
They're just not gonna get
it's not
the
funny
jokes
at all
Yeah.
unless you watch like 10,000 hours of it and know who Dr. San is and
It's an epic, really.
Dakar is.
Yeah.
And all the weird side characters and stuff, and why Greg Turkington is like not funny at all.
Yeah.
Like why am I supposed to find this funny? You just take the joke of whatever Greg Turkington is doing and you just extend it on for years and years and years on end.
Yeah.
Even though it's not funny.
Why is the mere mention of this court case making people laugh? I don't understand.
Like imagine thinking that you have like a naturopathic healer guy from Japan or whatever, and he says he's something San, right?
Yeah.
I think for like 5+ years that his last name was Dr. San. Like it's San. Like what is, and you just run the joke out for like years and years and years on end in real time. His last name is San.
Die! Oh, God. Alright, where are you, bastard?
Can you honestly do the 500 movies in 500 days challenge? Is that possible? Can a human do that?
Like 500 movies.
In 500 days?
Watching 500 movies in 500 days, yeah. Man, that's harsh. That's some hardcore stuff.
I bet people have accidentally did it.
Yeah.
Just people watch a movie every day, I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
I remember back before cable was like ubiquitous everywhere. Like back when there was country. So you just got like 2 channels, and I even remember being in a place where we didn't have any hookup for anything, like no antenna on an old TV. It didn't get any channels, and we had a VCR.
Yeah.
And we just watched movies. Like that's what you did. Like you were going out to this spot to stay for the weekend, and you better have rented movies or you're done.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
My uncle would always
Still does that. He still doesn't have TV.
Yeah.
He just rents movies.
No, but my uncle would just like pirate hundreds of videos and put them on VHS tapes and just pile them. There were just like closets full of VHS tapes.
Oh my god.
In the old bungalow.
Did he pirate Jurassic Park 1,000 times?
Accidentally, yeah.
I accidentally created 15,000 tapes of Jurassic Park. Oh my god. Yeah, you gotta have something to watch, I guess. If you don't play video games, you just have to watch tapes.
Yeah.
I guess that's the only 2 things humans can do, really.
That's Greg Turkington, I guess.
Yes.
All he knows is VHS tape. He refuses to watch anything like he thinks VHS is the ultimate format too. He refuses to watch them in theaters. He just doesn't like theaters as much as VHS. Also, the real funny thing about that trial that happened at the end there was it's like you know what happened to Maddox there back then, right?
Yeah, the lol tape.
Yeah. That's as bad as that.
Yeah.
Like it's the same thing. It's indistinguishable from
know.
a real court case.
That's the point of it. It's like it's not even funny at all. It's a really long. It's like they really researched how court works or something, and try to figure out how to
Like
make
how-
this as boring as it can possibly be.
It's just a real farce of a trial. Like it's just a embarrassing thing for everybody involved.
Yeah.
And that it's so accurate that it's funny. What? Oh. Oh, I forgot about this. I just did a loop around the level for no reason, so I hope you enjoyed that. It's hard, you guys. It's hard to make Let's Plays. Really, really hard. Okay?
it's really hard to get anyone watching. Like, did you ever watch really old YouTube videos and look at the shit that flew back in the day?
Yeah.
Like the shit people actually watched. It's unbelievable. It was absolutely zero effort in all those videos from like over 10 years ago. Like 2007, 2008, like you didn't... Like PewDiePie rose to popularity on completely unedited content with nothing, with no posts, no nothing done to it.
Yeah, just hundreds and hundreds of playing the same Flash game.
He mentions that now. He says he can't believe how, like, he wishes he could just turn back time.
Yeah.
And just put zero effort in everything, but now everything's impossible. Now everything is just an absurd amount of editing you have to do, and so much playing against... You're making videos for the algorithm, not for fans. You're just trying to figure out how to make it so that video even shows up. You have to do so much shit. You need a cut every 10 seconds. If there's no cut every 10 seconds, the algorithm won't like it. It's true.
Yeah.
It's like about 10 seconds. If you don't have a cut every 10 seconds, YouTube thinks that's stupid. I'm not joking. So if you watch a modern PewDiePie video, you'll see a cut every 10 seconds just about. It's a cut to anything. The camera will change or something.
Who was the jackass that decided that videos need to be no less than 10 minutes, but also no more?
I can't... Yeah,
what the hell
I
is
don't
that
understand this. Like, YouTube used to want you to have a 25-minute video, and then it was 10, and then it was no more than 10. I was watching a video before, I can't remember who it was, but the saddest thing ever, he said, like, he was talking about something, and then he wanted to say, like, something else other than his regular content. And he said, if you guys want to see that, I'm going to leave the video unlisted so it doesn't ruin my metrics. So you guys have to go watch it unlisted, because if I make it listed, it'll ruin my metrics because this content's different than my normal content, and YouTube will think I quit or something. So I can't have the video listed. I forget who it was, but you can't do anything creative. You have to just whatever the algorithm wants. I just have to fight with it all the time. Always trying to get in ahead of it.
It's truly what it means to be cucked.
It really is amazing that if left unchecked for a few more thousand years, we will have people that people will be what the algorithm wants. The algorithm is not a tool to help people. It's a tool to morph people into what the algorithm wants people to be. And I've noticed that with some YouTubers. They probably don't even know they're doing it. That they're self-censoring themselves into an algorithm-friendly too century without noticing they're doing it. And it's probably also altering their thoughts.
Yeah.
So I wonder if we'll have people who are just algorithm people who do and say all the right things and play in all the right sports and don't.
Like YouTubers that'll call you, it'll like, it'll call people a retard in video, but they can't say crap in the title or description. That kind of thing.
I hope we get a social credit system like China, and the YouTube algorithm controls it. So if you
get YouTube on that.
Yes, and
they have more experience.
They should be have a direct link to every closed circuit TV channel that's within every 10 feet. Okay, even outside, there's at least one camera, and you have to do and say all the right things so that you'll get Y coins or U coins.
What's the company that owns Winnie the Pooh gonna do?
Oh my god, I don't know.
Like they're gonna be stuck. They're gonna be stuck needing to not advertise their products as Winnie the Pooh, but they can still sell them.
Yeah, like how Han Solo, the Han Solo movie in China is Ranger Solo. They decided to change it.
Yeah. Or Bob L'Éponge.
Bob L'Éponge. Yes. In China, if you say like wrong stuff enough, you can't get like a bus pass, and you'll have to walk to work.
Yeah, that's the point.
It just makes it hard for you.
That's the point of the whole social credit system.
It reminds me of the YouTube algorithm. It really reminds me of it. Just like, thank God you can at least opt out of the YouTube system by not using YouTube, but you can't opt out of your life. So It'll be great when YouTube controls everyone's lives. Dude, I can't wait for this.
Oh, what the hell was that?
It's gonna be delicious.
What hit me? Okay. I had no idea what I'm doing.
Google has just recently tested a quantum computer. I forget what they called it, but they said it was the first test done on a computational operation that cannot be performed by a computer that's not quantum.
Oh.
It's their new quantum computer just completed this task that would have taken like 50 trillion years for a normal computer.
Oh, wow.
And I mean, by normal, I mean the most powerful computer in the world that's not quantum.
Yeah.
You know, so think about how fast people can get banned now, once that gets into place.
Yeah.
You can get banned for one syllable.
Uh-huh. The bad part really is, like, the real depressing part is that Google's gonna have their hands on that first before video games.
I know.
We're
Not that it
not
matters.
gonna get...
Video games are worse now.
Oh, yeah.
Think how much more bad they can be once you can use quantum computing to make a game.
Yeah, I know.
Think about how much more walking simulation you can do if we have quantum computing behind it. Think of the walking you can fit into a game.
Yeah, think about how slow it's going to take to turn around when you have quantum computers making a game.
Think about how when you walk into a room and a character says something, the camera zooms in on them, but you can still walk really slow around them, and they have to deliver. They have to deliver world building to you, and it takes 3 hours.
Mm-hmm. Like, imagine the bloom technology in the future.
Oh man!
Like, it's just going to be... It's going to be this, but much worse. This, but quantum.
Ooh.